Hey gang, welcome back to my basement. So today we're going to look at a 502 Coleman stove. It's another item a buddy of mine picked up for me and found it at an estate sale. And yeah, graciously enough, he handed it over to me so I could take a look at it and use it and whatnot. So let's take a look at this 502 stove today. Alright guys, so here's what we got. This is a, you can see it's 502 stove. This is the case. Looking at it here, we've got two spots, so we're going to have a handle in here, I'm assuming. And this would be a frying pan, and this would be a pot, or something similar to that. So let's take this cover off, see what we got. Alright, definitely going to have to spend some time cleaning these items up. And then we'll clean the stove. There's the handle, and that'll go just like that. So you can see that's pretty nasty too. We will give this thing a really good polishing. It'll be shiny like a mirror when I'm done with it. Alright, so here's the stove. It looks super clean. Alright, pumps up. That's good. Alright, that works. That's a good sign. That valve turned. Oh, I got a little bit of pressure in there. You can hear it flowing. Let's take the cap off, release that pressure. Alright, holy cow, guys. Super clean. We're not going to have to do probably anything to this stove besides fire it up. So let me I'll bring you guys back in a minute. I'm going to put a little bit of gas in this thing. Let me bring you back in just a minute. Alright guys, so put this inside of here so that way if I spill any fluid, whatever, it's not going on my workbench. We're just going to put a splash in here. Just enough to say we can light it, right? What do you think? I never put a cap on before? Holy Lord, guys, look at me go. Alrighty. So we got a little bit of fluid in there. Let's take a look at the lighting instructions here quick. Rotate cleaner lever, which is this little red button here, several times. Leave pointing away from stove. So we're going to make sure this red thing is pointing away from the stove. Open shut off valve a quarter turn, so we'll open at a quarter turn, and light. Pump air for strong flame while preheating. In 1 to 2 minutes, open valve completely, then regulate the flame with the cleaner regulator valve. Okay, so this, besides being a cleaning valve, is a regulator valve. Gotcha. So let's go ahead and pump this in. I'm going to light this guy's inside of here, so that way if we do have fuel spill over, we're not going to get my little workbench on fire. Alrighty. So let's turn this way. Oh. lights, you don't want to stay lit. Okay, there it goes. Alright guys. This thing is fired right up. It was acting up a little bit, maybe there was just air in the line. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with these stoves. But we'll give it a second. Then we'll open this all the way up and see how she reacts. Now this thing is pretty sweet. I did look at the bottom of this and there is a date. It look in 19 it looks like it's an 82 model. So I know they made these way back in the 60s. I didn't know if it was an older model or a new model. I mean, 82 is still fairly old at this point, right? 41 years. Do you think that's been a minute or so? Go ahead and open this all the way up. See what happens. Burning pretty consistently. I'm going to spin this around so I can pump it a little bit. Oh yeah, put a little bit of pressure on there, eh? Well, they say you can regulate the flame with this. Oh yeah. There you go. So there it is. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. Wide open. And you can simmer it right down. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's a quick first look at this 502 stove. It's a case which makes both a small frying pan and a pretty sizable pot, and then it has a handle with it. So yeah, like I say, we're gonna go ahead and I am gonna clean these up and get these to mirror like finish. Get rid of all this crud on the inside so you can actually use it, cook in it, and not have to worry about all that ickiness. Alright guys, I'm going to turn this thing off and we're going to take a look at the bottom and just verify the age of this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's spin this around. Alright, there it is guys. The stove works beautifully, so I'll bring you back in just a second and change the camera angle, and we'll take a look at the bottom of this so we can see exactly what year it is. I believe it was an 82, but we'll verify that. I'll bring you back in a second, guys. Alright gang, so there we go. We got to see this thing in action here quick. First time owning one, first time firing one up. I'm super excited to have this in my arsenal of stoves. You can see here the 502. So there we go. I didn't notice that at first when we're at first look, but I see it now. And let's take a look at the bottom here. I'm going to change positions here. Okay. Coleman Company Inc., Wichita, Kansas, 882. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like this thing would be been made in 1982. So hopefully you guys seen that. Seen the first look at the 502 stove. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. So we've got, with this stove now, I've got 3 different stoves that are individual stoves. So we have this 502 stove. We've got the 520 military stove. That's a 1943 model. We've got the 530 Coleman pocket stove. That is a the 530 is a 1946 stove. So now we have 3 antique personal stoves. But anyways, there we go. I just want to give you guys a quick look at this. Same time I was taking a look at it. And pretty exciting. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along. Remember, like and subscribe. I appreciate you.